What's going on, guys? Parker here, and I'm back with another video. And today I got my top 4 NBA player props for the day. And before we get into this video, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel down below. Give this video a big thumbs up and leave a comment on this video down below because all three of those things really help the channel out a ton. They really help push my content out to more and more people each and every single day. So I really would appreciate it, guys. And we have 4 props today that I'm extremely confident in. I'm extremely confident that are going to cash for us. And overall, 4 really good props. But before we get into those, yesterday, 2-2 day, not the best day at all. We're 5-3 over our last 2 days, so we'll definitely take that. But yesterday, Kyrie Irving hooked with 24. He needed 25. And De'Aaron Fox did not cash because that game was an absolute blowout. Both would have cashed if it was a close game. But it was a blowout. Don't know why the Kings didn't show up whatsoever at home. I'll take it, though, because I had Mavericks money line when I bet, so I'll take that. But the Kings didn't show up at all at home in the second half. Got absolutely blown out. Not what we love to see, but I'm definitely okay with the day. Not a horrible day, but we'll move. We have 4 really good plays that I think we could be extremely profitable with tonight. But before we get into those plays, I want to talk a little bit about Sleeper. So Sleeper is running a free Kevin Durant square today for new users. You can get access to this free square as well as an 100% match on your first deposit up to $500 when you use code FF23 at checkout on Sleeper. That's code FF23. No other website is matching your first deposit up to $500 like Sleeper is. Nobody runs more free squares, more discounted squares than Sleeper. It's legitimately the best of all the DFS apps, and you're going to want to take advantage of it today and not miss out on it. So if you're not on Sleeper, what the hell are you doing? It's the top link in the description. So make sure to sign up today and make sure to use code FF23. But without further ado, let's get right into today's plays. So first off, I got Darius Garland over 26.5 points plus assists versus the Hornets. So Garland's under this line in 3 straight games. He has not been performing well as of late. So we're buying low on a great matchup here that he should be able to perform much better moving forward. The Hornets allow the 14th most points per game in the NBA to point guards this season. The Hornets allow the 5th most assists per game to point guards this season. And the Hornets are a bottom 10 defense. Garland should have no trouble covering this line tonight. Overall, Garland gets an ideal matchup today versus the Hornets. The Hornets, we know, not a good defense. They're not a good defensive team whatsoever. It's definitely a matchup that Garland should be able to dominate a little bit. I'm not saying he's going to go crazy for 30 points or anything like that, but he doesn't need to do that. 19 points, 8 assists covers this line right there. I think he could definitely have a performance like that. I think he could soar over this line, but I'm not banking on it. I think he's going to have a good night tonight. It's a very favorable matchup. He's going to cover this line. So Darius Garland over 26.5 points plus assists versus the Hornets is my first play of the day. Next up, I got Jaylen Brunson over 6.5 assists versus the Raptors. So the Raptors allow the 3rd most assists per game to point guards this season in the entire NBA. Brunson's over this line in all 3 of his matchups versus the Raptors this season. So he has absolutely dominated covering this line versus the Raptors this year. He's over this line in 22 of his last 34 games. Ideal matchup for Brunson versus the Raptors tonight. Overall, Brunson gets an extremely favorable matchup tonight, a matchup that he should be able to soar over this line with because the Raptors are horrible at defending point guards in terms of facilitating the ball. They love to get out and pressure point guards. They love to make them force. They love to force them to give the ball up, and that's just a prime opportunity for Brunson to get tons of assists tonight out of the pick and roll, tons of assists attacking the rim, and overall, I think Brunson soars over this line. So Jaylen Brunson over 6.5 assists versus the Raptors is my second play of the day. Next up, I got Stephen Curry over 25.5 points versus the Magic. So Curry's over this line in his first matchup versus the Magic this season where he had 36 points. This line is way too low for this matchup here. This line is extremely low for Stephen Curry. He should be able to soar over this line versus this Magic team. The Magic also allow the 6th most points per game in the NBA to point guards this season. So overall, as a whole, Magic are not good defensively versus point guards whatsoever. Curry went for 36 in his first matchup versus the Magic this season. Also, this game is extremely important for the Warriors because they're trying to fend off the Rockets right now just to keep that last play-in spot alive. Like, they're struggling right now to keep that 10th spot in the playoff seedings, and they're going to need to perform well to get it. So definitely think Curry's going to have a good game. Definitely think he's going to have high usage. And definitely think he's going to have a sense of urgency tonight. Sorry, I had a piece of food in my mouth left over. I don't know what the hell that was. But overall, ideal matchup for Steph Curry. Definitely think he's going to soar over. So Steph Curry over 25.5 points versus the Magic is my third play of the day. Now for my fourth and final play, I got Kobe White over 20.5 points versus the Pacers. So the Pacers allow the seventh most points per game to point guards this season. White is coming off of a rough stretch as of late. This is an ideal opportunity for him to bounce back and have a big night. White will have tons of volume tonight. Think he just has to hit open shots. He's going to have the shots. He's going to have the open looks. This Pacers team, we know, is horrible defensively. They're absolutely horrible defensively. This is a matchup Kobe White should be able to dominate. He should be able to have a big night tonight. I think he does have a big night. So Kobe White over 20.5 points versus the Pacers is my fourth and final play. So those were my top 4 NBA player props for the day. Like I said, if you enjoyed this video and you do want to see more content from me, make sure to subscribe to the channel down below. Give this video a big thumbs up and leave a comment on this video down below as well, because all of those things really help the channel out a ton. And they literally take 1 second, guys. So make sure to do all those things right now to support your boy. And also, make sure to sign up for Sleeper Fantasy today. Get access to this free Kevin Durant square going on. When you use code FF23, you'll get that free Kevin Durant square for tonight, as well as an 100% match on your first deposit up to $500. Nobody's matching that deposit like Sleeper. Nobody's giving out the discounted props, the free props, nothing like it like Sleeper is. So make sure to take advantage of that. It's the top link down below in the description. But without further ado, guys, I don't got anything else. I'll see you on the next one.